Gyanakosha, an encyclopedia of Vedic knowledge by Pact. Vedas. Rig Veda. Hymns and Soma, Mandala 9.
ओम गणानान्त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपवज्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणान् ब्रह्मणस्पतकान् शृण्वन्नोतिभिः स्वादिष्टया मर्दिष्टया पवस्वसो मधारया इन्द्रायुपर्पातवे सुतः रक्षोः विश्वचर्षिनिर्भि योनिमर्यो हतं दृणा हृदस्तमासदत्
Mandala 9, Sukta 72. Rishi Harimanta Angirasa in meter Jagati visualize Soma Pavamana. They cleanse the gold-hued like a red steed is he yoked, and Soma in the jar is mingled with the milk. He sendeth out his voice, and many loving friends of him the highly lauded hasten with their songs. The many sages utter words in unison, while into Indra's throat they pour the Soma juice. When with the 10 that dwell together closely joined, the men whose hands are skillful cleanse the lovely meat. He goes upon his way, unresting to the cows, over the roaring sound which Saryaya's daughter loves. The falcon brought it to him for his own delight, now with the twofold kindred sisters in his home. Washed by the men, stone pressed, O dear, on the holy grass, faithful to Caesar, lord of cattle from the old, most liberal, completing sacrifice for man, O Indra, pure bright Soma, Indu flows for thee. O Indra, urged by arms of men and poured in streams, Soma flows on for thee after his godlike kind. Plans thou fulfillest, gatherest thoughts for sacrifice, in the bowl sits the gold-hued like a roosting bird. Sages well skilled in work, intelligent, drain out the stock that roars the sage, the everlasting one. The milk, the hymns unite them with him in the place of sacrifice. His seed who is produced anew, earth's central point, sustainer of the mighty heaven, distilled into the streams, into the waters wave. As Indra's thunderbolt, steered with far-spreading wealth, Soma is flowing on to make the heart rejoice. Over the earthly region, flow thou on thy way, helping the praiser and the poorer, thou most wise. Let us not lack rich treasure reaching to our home, and may we clothe ourselves in manifold bright wealth. Hither, O Indu, unto us 100 gifts of steeds, 1,000 gifts of cattle, and of gold. Measure thou forth, ye splendid ample, strengthening food do thou, O Pavamana, heed this Lord of ours. Sukta 73. Rishi Pavitra Angirasa in meter Jagati. Soma Pavamana has been hailed. They from the sprouting drop have sounded at the rim. Knaves speed together to the place of sacrifice. That Asura hath formed to siege 3 lofty heights. The ships of truth have borne the pious man across. The strong steeds gathering have duly stirred themselves, and over the streams wave the friends sent forth the song. Engendering the hymn with flowing streams of meat, Indra's dear body have they caused to wax in strength. With sanctifying care they sit around the song. Their ancient father guards their holy work from harm. Varuna hath overspread the mighty sea of air. Sages had power to hold him in sustaining floods. Sweet-tongued, exhaustless, they have sent their voices down together in heaven's vault that pours 1,000 streams. His wildly restless wanderer never close an eye. In every place are found the bonds that bind man last. Over Shire and Mother they have wrote in unison, bright with the words of praise, burning up reckless men. Blowing away with supernatural might from earth and from the heaven the swarthy skin which Indra hates, those which as guides of song and counselors of speed were manifested from their ancient dwelling place. From these the eyeless and the deaf have turned aside, the wicked travel not the pathway of the law. What time the filter with 1,000 streams is stretched, the thoughtful sages purify their song therein. Bright coloured are their spies, vigorous, void of guile, excellent, fair to see, beholders of mankind. Guardian of law, most wise, he may not be deceived. 3 purifiers hath he set within his heart. With wisdom he beholds all creatures that exist. He drives into the pit the hated, rightless ones. The thread of sacrifice spun in the cleansing seal on Varuna's tongue tip by supernatural might. This by their striving have the prudent ones attained. He who hath not this power shall sink into the pit. Shukta 74, Rishi Kasivan Dhirgatmasa in Meter Jagati hailed Soma Pavamanam. Born like a youngling, he hath clamoured in the wood, when he, the red, the strong, would win the light of heaven. He comes with heavenly seed that makes the water swell. Him for wide-spreading shelter we implore with prayer. A far extended pillar that supports the sky, the Soma stalk, filled full, moves itself every way. He shall bring both these great worlds while the right proceeds. The sage holds these who move together and all foot. Wide space hath he who follows Aditi's right path, and mighty, well-made foot meet blent with Soma juice. He who from hence commands the rain, steed of the kind, leader of floods, who helps us hence, who claims our Lord. Butter and milk are drawn from animated cloud, thence Amrit is produced, center of sacrifice. Hini, the most bounteous one, ever united, love him as our friend, the men who make all swell rain down. The Soma stalk hath roared, following with the wave, he swells with sap for man, the skin which gods enjoy. Upon the lap of Aditi he lays the germ, by means whereof we gain children and progeny. In the third region, which distills 1,000 streams, may the exhaustless one descend with procreant power. The kindred four have been sent downward from the heavens, dropping with oil, they bring Amrit and sacred gifts. Soma assumes white color when he strives to gain. The bounteous Asura knows full many a precious boon. Down the steep slope, through song, he comes to sacrifice, and he will burst the water, holding as of heaven. To the shining milk anointed beaker, as to his goal had stepped the conquering cursor. Pious souled men have sent their gifts of cattle unto Kakeswans of the 100 winters. Soma, thy juice, when thou art blended with the stream, flows Pavamana through the long wool of the sheep. So cleansed by sages, O best giver of delight, grow sweet for Indra, Pavamana for his drink. Sukta 75, Mandala 9, Rishi Kavi Bhargava in meter Jagati visualize Soma Pavamana. Graciously minded, he is flowing on his way to win dear names over which the youthful one grows great. The mighty and far-seeing one hath mounted now the mighty Surya's car, which moves to every side. The speaker, unsayable master of this hymn, the tongue of sacrifice pours forth the pleasant meat. Within the lustrous region of the heavens, the sun makes the third secret name of mother and of sire. Sending forth flashes, he hath billowed to the jars, led by the men into the golden reservoir. The milky streams of sacrifice have sung to him. He of the triple height shines brightly through the morn, pressed by the stone with hymns and graciously inclined, illuminating both the parent, heaven and earth. He flows in ordered season and onward through the flea, a current of sweet juice still swelling day by day. Flow onward, Soma, flow to bring prosperity, cleansed by the men, invest thee with the milky draught. What gladdening drinks thou hast, foaming exceeding strong, with even with these incite Indra to give us wealth. Sukta 76, Rishi Kavi Bhargava in meter Jagati, hail Soma Pavamana. On flows the potent juice, sustainer of the heaven, the strength of God, whom men must hail with shouts of joy. The golden hued, started like a cursor by brave men, impetuously winneth splendor in the streams. He takes his weapon like a hero in his hand, fain to win light, carbon in forays for the kind Hindu, while stimulating Indra's might is urged forward and bound by sages skillful in their task. Soma, as thou art purified with flowing wave, exhibiting thy strength, enter thou Indra's throat. Make both worlds stream for us, as lightning doth the clouds. Mete out exhaustless powers for us, as it were through song. Onward he flows, the king of all that sees the light. The Rishi's Lord has raised the song of sacrifice. Even he who is adorned with Surya's arrows beam, father of hymns whose wisdom is beyond our reach. Like as a bull to herds, thou flowest to the pale, billowing as a steed upon the water's lap. So best of cheers, thou for Indra flowest on that we, with thy protection, may overcome in fight.